Wild versus Stars. I think this has been my favorite series.
Yeah.
So it's a 2-2 tied up series so far. Last night's game was fantastic.
It was good.
It was back and forth. Pretty low scoring. Overall, the playoffs have been pretty low scoring, except for, and we'll talk about them later, Oilers and Anaheim's been a little bit of an exception on
Minnesota
that role.
And Dallas Minnesota and Dallas hasn't been terrible.
Yeah. Game one really blew up.
Yeah. But I was looking at the stats, and there are a lot of Minnesota and Dallas players leading in goals and points, and maybe that's just because they're getting all their scoring from one or two lines. I haven't done too much digging into depth scoring for them.
Right.
But no. After
Boldy's looking insane. I've got a lot of stuff to say on this, but the first thing that comes to mind is Boldy's looking insane.
Yes.
He's looking fantastic.
Yeah.
Looks like he needs the $17 million. Not really.
How has
Kaprizov's looked good, but Boldy's been
their best player?
I think he definitely forward wise.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so one thing I wanted to mention, we had talked about. You weren't concerned about game one. I was concerned about game one. I thought with the 6-1 blowout that Minnesota came in and really
into Dallas
and really dominated Ottinger, and I've got written down here, Ottinger's save percentage on game one was .821.
Yeah.
So a horrendous, not only was it a bad game, but the save percentage was horrendous.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought, well, shoot. Do they put Ottinger in game two? And you said, of course they will. And they did. And since then, Ottinger's averaged .930 save percentage in the next 3 games and put them back into the series 2-2. And he's kept them in it. Because, I mean, I've been watching all these games, and he's been making tremendous saves. It's been back and forth, but honestly, I'd have to look. Minnesota's been getting a ton of chances, and Ottinger's been keeping them in.
Oh, yeah. High shooting. The games have been really high shots. And, I mean, they went to double overtime in game 3, so you're going to have a lot of shots in a double overtime. But I want to say the only reason I wasn't concerned about Dallas, and I literally watched this happen last season against the Avs.
Yeah.
The Avs won 5-1, destroyed Ottinger. I don't think he got pulled in that game. Maybe he did get pulled. But anyway, and then they came back and beat the Avs in 7.
There's a whole storyline there that we won't fully hash out. But
we'll have a whole 2-hour episode later.
That could be a whole
where I'm just crying on camera the whole time, and you're talking about
all the other Avs fans out there that watch can trauma bond with Tyler later on. So
anyway,
anyhow,
back to this series.
And then Quinn Hughes, he hasn't been on the score sheet much, assist only so far.
He's been playing great though,
but he's been an absolute workhorse for the Wild. In the game that went to double overtime, that would have been game 3. I looked that up, and he had 43, almost 44 minutes played in that game.
Yeah. There was a play yesterday with Hughes where he was on the blue line, and he got checked by a Stars player. I don't know who it was, but the Stars player was all over him. And all he was doing was just trying to push Hughes off the puck, and Hughes somehow came out of that with the puck still. And I don't think it led to a goal, but it led to a shot on goal.
No, he was starting to dangle and dance around.
Oh my gosh! And it was the best defense you could possibly play.
Yeah.
On Quinn Hughes, and he still managed to come out with the puck. Obviously I'm biased towards Makar, but they are close.
Towards the end of the third period in this last game, Hughes was. He was making plays, walking the blue line like he does, dangling around people, little head fakes, pump fakes, and then making his way into the slot. He looked fantastic towards the end of that game, so I'm curious to see how he looks going into the next. if he can bring that swagger back to the offensive side of it.
I see a note on Jamie Benn here, and I love a little bit of Jamie Benn smack. So what do you got on him?
I noticed that there was a high stick call in the last game, and it was kind of reminded me of like one of the Crosby dives.
One of the Crosby dives.
Okay,
he's had 2 dives in his entire career. Did you know that?
That he's been called for.
Yes. Okay. Fine.
Yeah.
He's had 2 embellishment penalties. The last one was like in 2011. I'm like, holy crap, dude.
But look up how many people have those at all.
Yeah, but I mean,
you know what I mean?
Whenever you have the amount of ice time that Crosby has, though, you're bound to get a couple more.
Crosby's trying. He's trying to get something drummed up.
Yeah. Well,
and so was Ben, and it worked because there was a high stick in front of the net. The defenseman literally lifted his own stick hit him in the head, and then there was like this delay, and he like threw his head back and like grabbed his face. Anyway, he got the call. Yeah. But I just wanted to bring up, I thought it was funny. I've seen several different plays like this. A little bit more so this year, where just kind of fishing for a call. I know that's part of it, but yeah, it's just kind of funny to see.
I mean, McKinnon is horrible.
McKinnon took a little jab and he like cracked his head back. He was like,
I'm happy that they're calling these embellishments.
Yes.
It drives me crazy whenever McKinnon's in, like trying to cycle the puck and he gets tapped and then he completely gives up on the play because he thinks there should be a penalty.
Yeah.
That is my biggest.
Call it, because then the refs are like, dude, I see what you're doing.
Yeah.
Just knock it off.
Yeah. But, like, I get officials don't do a great job all the time. Like, they do miss calls that are obvious and should be called all the time. But stop trying to get it. I don't know. It drives me crazy.
Me too. So anyway, Wild Stars 2-2. It's going back to Dallas. We'll see how it goes from there.
It has been a great series. I am so excited.
It's been a lot of
for
fun.
This to go to 7 and then just
kill each other.
Finish him.